Hey, blessed morning, Grateful Gap family. Welcome back to the Grateful Gap podcast. You know what time it is. It's family day here on the Grateful Gap podcast. I'll be here alongside my beautiful wife, Keisha. She'll be taking the reins for today's episode. Like I informed y'all last Sunday, we were going to come to you all with the topic of preparation this week. And we're going to be able to go over some things that we came up with, some different ideas, and just, like I said, read some stuff that we worked up and see what works best for us. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic to my beautiful wife here. She's going to get the daily verse going, and then we're going to get directly into our family day topic for preparation.
Good morning. Today's verse will be coming from Hebrews chapter 9, verse 14. And it reads, "How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God." Again, that's from Hebrews chapter 9, verse 14.
And the day is March 5th, 2023.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So, some preparation things that we wanted to go over, like to make sure you and your family are good in an act of some type of disaster or emergency. Number one, create a disaster supply kit. Gather enough supplies to last for at least 3 days for your family members, including items such as non-perishable food, water, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, blankets, and a radio. Number two, develop an emergency plan. Create an emergency plan with your family that includes how to respond to different types of disasters, where to meet if you are separated during an emergency, and how to contact each other. Just basically like how you used to do like the fire drills in school, like tornado drills. I don't know if you did all that while you was in elementary school, but what to do in that type of situation. Like if we have to go out different areas of the house, if it's a fire, where are we going to meet at to make sure everything is okay, everyone is okay. Number three, learn first aid and CPR. Take a first aid and CPR class so you can be prepared to help injured family members or others during an emergency. It's very important how to do like CPR and administer first aid, especially with different types of individuals. What type of CPR you would do on a baby or a toddler or a child, or what type of CPR to do on an adult, or what type of first aid you need to administer to each person. Like what if someone is having breathing issues or having a heart attack? What should you do in that type of situation? If you see signs of a stroke, what should you do? Of course you're going to call 911, but you need to prepare and administer aid until the ambulance or help arrives in that type of situation.
I would Google your local, probably like fire stations or your
American Red Cross,
places like that. They definitely have those type of resources where you can find out where you can be able to get trained on those type of things, as well as
the college, everything. I remember I took one out to the college or whatever.
Yeah, so it's definitely if you wondering like where can I anywhere you live at, you don't even have to be in the United States for the American Red Cross. If you're anywhere you have the internet, you can just Google, where's the local place for us to have, life-saving measures, learning those type of tactics. When we was in the military, everybody had to be combat lifesaver certified. That was basically saying we're being able to, have some type of aid there while the first responders are coming in, to be a part of that. So this is definitely important stuff, and I'm glad my wife, really brought this topic, and wanted us to touch on it, because like I told her, these are things that we even have to be able to incorporate in our own, and apply to our own lives now. Like, yes, my wife and I, we have different training and different methods to be able to know how to survive and do those type of things, but we have to be able to have preparedness as well. Like,
brush up on some things.
In fact, we got to be able to keep training. I mean, if you don't keep training, at your works, you won't be the best at it as you used to be.
And things are constantly changing and everything too. People are finding out new ways and stuff to
trying to be evil.
Yeah.
you know, it's ultimately come down at the end of the day, yeah, we were God, but you know, God give us the tools and resources and the minds to be able to understand how to be able to adapt, to survive, and to continue to be able to live our life. You know what I mean? So in all these, you know, not all these what we going over as a part of that, but it definitely go hand in hand to, you know, everything we do in our life. So just being prepared, you know, being prepared to be able to, you know, depart from the earth, be able to leave your church stuff, have all those type of affairs in place. You know, this is a learning thing, and yeah, all of it not gonna be accomplished in one day, but it's a stepping stone to even get this stuff in your mindset to be able to, you know, do these type of things or have the mindset of preparation. So.
Okay, moving on to number 4. Install smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Install smoke and carbon monoxide detectors in your home and make sure to test them regularly. I know this is like something that is like, yeah, look over a lot. I know I need to check mine too, make sure. Yeah, I might burn have a little smoke in the area. It might test a little bit every now and then. They work. But the food still be good. But anywho, just make sure those things are on point. And like, I know another one like that with them carbon monoxide. That's like something that's like really looked over, because like people don't think it will happen too much in their home, especially if you have like a garage with a car in it or anything like that. Anything could be the reason. But carbon monoxide is a odorless substance or whatever, and you don't know if it's there or not, and it can be too late. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're on point with all that. Okay, so number 5, secure your home. Make sure your home is secure by checking your windows, doors, and other entry points, and installing locks if necessary. I'm a big person like on that, like for real. Like every night I cannot go to sleep unless I make sure the doors are locked, or like I check the windows regularly, because sometimes we do put our windows up and sometimes they are forgotten to be like locked and stuff. So that is a big thing. You never know who's watching you, who is targeting you, like for the next thing. They don't want to come up here, but I'm just saying. But
no, but I'm just saying, like, even like, you know, it's kind of sad that we have to be able to have the mindset of, again, you know, being able to prepare for the worst, because you know, the world is full of chaos. You know, I mean, it's a lot of great people and a lot of good stuff that goes on in the world, and a lot of great humans, but you know, it's a lot of humans that like chaos, and things create, and even natural order creates chaos, you know what I mean? But this is a lot going on in the world, man. So we just got to be able to control what we controlling, and these are the things that we can control to have, you know, prepare for, you know, basically try to prepare for anything almost, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Okay, number 6, stock up on emergency supplies. Keep a stock of emergency supplies on hand, such as flashlights, extra batteries, and battery-operated radio, a first aid kit, a fire extinguisher, and extra food and water. That goes back to number 1. But it's important to make sure you have all that type of stuff. Like, I know we need to get a new, like, first aid kit. We've been dabbling on a lot of stuff, but we keep batteries or whatever we need. Like, we just need these little supplies. You never know what type of storm's been coming up unexpectedly around the world, and we need to be prepared for such. Like, these people, I bet they didn't think that this was gonna happen to them. So, like, what makes us any different? So just make sure that our stuff is up to par, and make sure that we have our stuff in order so that we can survive and make it through any type of these disasters.
Yeah, for the most part, we control.
Yeah.
Yes. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We definitely,
I got another one.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Number 7, have an emergency contact list. Create an emergency. Yes, we make sure we have like an emergency contact list when we filling out applications, such as for like schools and jobs and everything. But maybe we should have one for our home too, because you never know in a type of situation. All these situations that I have listed is like, it's like you never know type situation. We can't be prepared for everything, but let's try to be prepared for everything. Have an emergency contact list for, like, if we need to call someone to in an event that we can't get in touch with someone else, like someone exactly like a directory or something. Just make sure you have all that stuff. And another thing that I talked to with my husband is like making sure you have a safe that keeps all your important documents and everything secure, and so that they don't get damaged in any type of event like a fire or a storm. Keep those things safe. So thank you all so much for listening to today. And I'm going to pass the mic back over to my husband, David.
Yes, Grateful Gab family, it's always a pleasure. We definitely appreciate y'all again being a part of our Family Day segment here on Sundays, but just being a part of the growth and the journey daily here on the Grateful Gab podcast. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to have growth when you live, when you're alive and you have breath in your body. You're able to grow. You're able to grow in so many aspects and spectrums of your life, and you continue to grow. Until the day we have no more days, and you can take that whatever way you want to, but, just always be able to seek growth and seek God. And, it's going to come to us. So we love y'all again, take heed and, apply some of these type of tactics and things to your life, because we definitely are. And, because it's important to be able to, prepare your family for, again, like my wife said, just, anything that we can ever think of where, it could potentially, put us in a place where we don't have life anymore. So we have to be able to control the things we can control in those senses. So we love y'all again. We're going to see y'all around. Like, comment, subscribe on all major podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Just Google Grateful Gab Podcast, and your most suggested podcast platform will appear for you. Check out my YouTube channel as well. And more videos are posting up. I'm working on getting new devices now that can store more. They can have more storage, so I can be able to edit my videos and upload them on the same platform. On the same device, but it's coming together though. So thank y'all for being patient. But videos are definitely dropping soon. And just tune in tomorrow for a new episode. And I love y'all. Until next time, peace.